Welcome back.
We are.
Greatest All Announcers show still out here on the streets. We might be back inside one day though.
Yeah.
Soon.
You lot, I think after years of dedicating ourselves to the roads, man's ready to find the pavement, cuz.
Yeah, man.
I think there's been a reset. Like, I don't remember it being this cold last year, so.
There has the great reset as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Let's not go into that. Shout out Klaus Schwab. Poet, football show. Football show. Chelsea United 1-1.
Come on.
Interesting game.
Very.
It was always going to be a draw. It felt like, even before the game, I was like, this is going to be a draw. One of those games where nothing mad happens. But we've got some conversation points here. Julian Goreski says, one day a Rudiger long-range effort will hit the back of the net. So many chances wasted for Chelsea. Chelsea won, Man United won. And Gary said, I think De Gea needs a shout-out for United. It's quite regardless of the management. He showed out against Villarreal just after Ole had been sacked. De Gea made an absolute worldie. He had a great game yesterday as well. The biggest talking point, though, was Cristiano Ronaldo being left out of the starting 11 against Chelsea, top of the league.
Yes, sir.
What do you take of that? Do you have an opinion on that?
He's 36.
He's getting on.
He's getting on. You can't expect him to play every 90 minutes. He's still a fantastic football player.
Yeah.
But when you don't start Cristiano Ronaldo and you still manage to get a result, I wonder what that does for the dressing room. To be fair, they didn't deserve anything.
They didn't. They got peppered. Look, Man United got absolutely peppered. It was a very bad error. Misjudgment of the ball from Jorginho. Sancho comes through. Great finish.
Apparently, the light was in his eye.
But the floodlights.
The light was in his eye.
No, I have. Sorry,
I can't lie to you. I've been in that situation.
On the weekend, when the sun's in your eye.
Oh.
I don't know how actually pro ballers do it when the sun's on your side. Because you can't see anything.
Because the sun's in your, imagine, and the thing is, Sancho's not looking in the same direction as Jorginho. He's looking towards the light, Sancho's looking forward.
And to be fair, the ball was pinged high into the air. It was like high.
I don't understand why Chelsea defended like that and left Jorginho there with 2-on-1. It was a bit of a silly decision, but oh well.
So Ronaldo, you're saying it's not really a big deal that he's not starting?
Well, it's a big deal because, this was their saving grace. This was their superhero. This is their guy. I mean, imagine Salah not starting for Liverpool against a big club away from home. You'd be like, Salah's not starting?
I think the fact that is that the age, and it's annoying that my brain goes to porn as metaphors.
Go fuck it.
Like Lisa Ann.
Yeah, bro.
They only do like 3 or 4 scenes a year.
Come on, bro.
Even when she came back after nailing Palin.
Yeah.
It's just like 1 or 2 films, you know what I mean? Bam, bam, they're back, you're excited, wow, sick, you do your thing, clean up, you're good. Bro. Ronaldo, same thing. I'm not expecting him really to be playing every game. I know he's extra fit, he is like a robot. I don't think it's a huge talking point. And even when Sancho scores, Ronaldo was there celebrating. He's not throwing a strop. Even on Twitter afterwards, probably wasn't him, probably his PR. But they're showing this image of he's a team player.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to have to take a little seat.
In the same breath,
I don't think it's that deep.
It's not that deep, but we're 1 game in. I don't think he'll mind for the odd game here and there, but I don't think he's come here to sit on the bench.
But that's the thing, though. He isn't here to sit on the bench, but he's sitting on the bench.
1 game.
But it's against Chelsea, which makes sense that you start that game, which is a bit weird. Why are you getting dropped against Chelsea? Why not get dropped against Aston Villa? I think that's the weird talking point. It's a huge game and you're dropping your hugest name against Chelsea.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe in football we're so obsessed, sorry to go left, with the commercialization of actual players. We actually don't look at the contribution sometimes they actually make to the team. He's just a massive name. Do you know what I'm coming? It's like throwing Mel Gibson in a film now. And then he's just got a cameo role. You're just like, bro, you didn't even need to really throw his name into it because it's not really that big. And I just think Cristiano Ronaldo now, if Man United want to move forward, maybe he's not the strongest influence. Maybe he's just part of a really good team rather than being the main vocal point.
I have a comment from Jose Mourinho. It's a bit more down in the script, where he speaks about United and their issues. And I think this resonated a lot, and it will resonate with United fans as well. Jose Mourinho explaining the difference between United and Liverpool a day before getting sacked. Robertson is fantastic. I'm still tired from watching him run. Then Mane, Salah, Keita, they're physical players. And on top of that, they're good players technically. I also had good players technically in my team, but we don't have many players with that level of intensity. So when the game is higher level of intensity, for us, it becomes difficult. Then United has a massive problem with football identity for about 5 years now. For example, you can compare my Porto team with Liverpool. It's basically the same identity. It was my best team in defensive transition. We lose the ball, we bite like mad dogs, and we recover the ball after 2 seconds. In Inter Milan, I had my best team in a defensive low block. In Real Madrid, I had my best team in direct counter-attack with young Ozil, young Di Maria, young Ronaldo, and young Benzema. We killed everybody in offensive transition. So players make team play in different ways. But at United, it's very difficult to get any specific system through to some people. And that's a mentality problem.
Wow.
Bro, I read that in the comments. Thank you for the comment, Brandon Ayong, for finding that. And I think he's put the nail right in the head there.
Again, though, I think, like I said, when we watch football, we sometimes are guilty of watching football like we're playing FIFA.
Yeah.
This is the guy's stats, so we should turn up every single game and do that. Because people go through shit. There's stuff going on, and honestly, Manchester United right now, mentality-wise, it's not where it should be.
Yeah.
You're talking about a team that spent a hell of a lot of money to be below Arsenal now. This is a stinker. This is an absolute stinker.
It's a bit of an identity crisis. A transitioning period as well. Obviously, it's been a few years now, but I think Mourinho summarised that so well that as a team, they don't have that group identity yet, but they have the individuals.
They don't have no balance. You take a look at their centre midfield. They were playing 2 DMs. Fred is a box-to-box. McTominay's a box-to-box. So where's your DM? And then you got Donny van der Beek. You sign him. He's like a number 8, but you don't play a number 8. So where the hell was he going to play? It's like you just sign names. I don't really think you're thinking properly. You're just like, he's available. He's a good player. Let's bring him in. Rather than, this is the system I'm playing. These are the characters for this system. It doesn't seem like that at United. Even Cristiano Ronaldo, he wasn't coming to. That's just like my kids, bruv. Like when Zion has something, Khalifa didn't even realise he wanted it until Zion had it, and that was like Cristiano Ronaldo with Man City, Man United. So go on, Watford.
Yeah.
Long story short, I think Man United, honestly, despite having so many good players, to me they seem a little far away from where they should be. But closer steps now. Under Ole, they lose that game.
Carrick has got the draw, but a new man's coming in as an interim manager, and afterwards he's going to be a consultant for 2 years.
Who called it?
You called it, because we have a comment and I believe the comments. Poet suggested United getting Rangnick, and it's actually happened. Do you need any more proof that this is the greatest football analysis show in the world? And Martin says, Ralf Rangnick is officially the new interim manager of Man U, a consultancy job in the line for 2 years. What's your opinion on this, Poet and Vuj? Also, Sancho fancy on his first goal, Brazy season pending. Well, this man has a sea of experience.
I did. I said the RB manager. If he was the RB manager at the time, I said, yo, they should get that RB manager because he works well with younger players and yeah.
But look at him. Look at his face. I'm just looking at the energy. He looks like a man you trust. A man that, maybe like a history teacher, but with a passion for justice. Look at that face, the concerned look of, I care.
Do you know what scared me? When Klopp said he was scared. That's when I was scared. I said, uh-oh. Now we've got a problem.
If Klopp says this is not good news for other teams, I think Klopp knows. Klopp's been in Germany, he knows about Rangnick. He said this is bad news for all other teams, that he's a very, very organised man. And that's what Mourinho was saying. United don't have the identity. I think this is the man that can create an identity.
It was also the man that came out and said I wouldn't sign Messi and Ronaldo. So now I begin to look at this side and I go, are we going to get the United that I wanted? I mean, I'm not a United fan, but I would just want to see the man them having a good time. And I just don't think you can have the man them having a good time when the balance ain't right.
He's been managing since 1983.
Before anyone was born that's watching this show.
He was the Lokomotiv Moscow manager of sports and development, and he was also the director of football for RB Salzburg and RB Leipzig.
So he drinks a lot of Red Bull, fam.
So this is a man that isn't just a manager. He knows the club from different parts, which I think to have that multifaceted type of person in there for someone like United is very key.
But this is the problem when I go back to mentality. You see, when you're working with a team that is not used to success and then they bring in someone that says this can be successful, I think you're more prone to listening. When you've had many examples of success in your life and a man comes in and says this will be successful, you have something to compare it to. A lot of them United players have something to compare success to in terms of perspective. I just hope he's able to get his perspective across. Does that make any sense? Like the RB teams and so on and so forth, dealing with a lot of young players that are on the cusp of
Hunger
doing
to
great
prove
things.
themselves.
Hunger to prove. Now, when you're dealing with like Pogba and Ronaldo, and you're not even superstars. You're dealing with men. These are men, not kids. It's very easy to manipulate a child sometimes. A 29-year-old man, a 36-year-old man who's got kids and a family. You can't just tell him something and he just listens. It's going to be more difficult to earn his respect. So The task is still not easy. It's like, how do you give these players a fresh start at the same club?
Well, let us know. Do you think Rangnick could be the man for Man United? There's a man that doesn't need a miracle. That's Conte at Spurs. Spurs lost to Mura, a team that doesn't even have a logo on Google.
Oh my God.
Their game was called off, so maybe that was the miracle.
The miracle.
The miracle happened. The game was snowed off against Burnley, so no result for Tottenham this week. But I want to big up this fan though. My God. Dallas to London to Burnley. 31 hours of travel. No sleep, fueled by coffee, cheese crackers and more coffee. Frigid temperatures and snow predicted for the match day. The things we do and we love our club. Him and his wifey. Big smiles. The game gets called off. You travel from Dallas, America to Burnley and your game gets called off.
You deserve that.
However,
You deserve that.
I think slightly you do.
No one on planet Earth has made that journey before. Who do you think you are?
But Harry Kane has tweeted him back and said, I've got you for the next game. Come round. He's invited him to the Spurs stadium. That's nice.
So Harry Kane is trying to get back on the Spurs fan side. I see what you're doing.
His PR saw that and said, bell him up now, get his number now. I always look at like American football fans, right? And just the general sports fans. They're just they look so innocently happy as well. Like
Innocently happy?
We're going to Burnley. Like, yay. Like I think American mentality to me is very fascinating.
I say ignorantly happy, not innocently. If you're from
Naively.
Naive. I like naive. Naive's a better word.
Naive, because
Innocent, Dallas. I don't really see that in a sentence.
Dallas Mavericks,
Dallas guns.
Doncic,
Loads of guns.
Nowitzki.
Everyone has guns.
They have straps.
They're innocent. I don't know about innocent.
Naive. Arsenal beating Newcastle 2-0. Abigan says, Eddie Howe's first game in charge, letting the owners know what management project he's taken on at the moment. It's going to take a lot more to beat any PL side. Arsenal didn't look great, but didn't look too bad either. Ubba was poor as usual, happy with the young lads getting more time. I need goals. Matei deserves to start. Need better momentum until the end of the year. I've changed so much.
Yeah.
I really like Arsenal. Like, I can't like...
Oh, I love Arsenal. Do you know what? I do love the guys.
I can't believe this, bro.
Smith Rowe, Saka. I was really harsh on Smith Rowe a couple of weeks ago.
I'm just a universal football fan now. I literally just
What do you
love
like about
the
them,
game.
though? What is it you love about them?
I like the energy, man. There's like a vibrancy to them.
Yeah.
I watch Arsenal and, battered against Liverpool. First half an hour, vibrant. Even when they've lost, I didn't feel like, I didn't try.
No, we tried.
They're putting in effort, they're young, they're vibrant. And I really appreciate that in football. I really do. And it might not get you the ultimate result straight away. You might not get the trophy straight away. But it shows you can build on that vibrancy and do something nice. And I don't know, man, I'm watching them and when you're winning 2-0, I'm like, I want Arsenal to win.
Shout out Saka doing the Mesut Ozil celebration. That was very interesting.
Paying homage like
Paying homage to man like Saka. I'm still not entirely convinced though. I see the greys.
There's going to be grace, for sure.
Yeah.
But you're going in the right direction now. Whereas with United, I'm sort of like, even with Rangnick,
Spit break.
I'm sort of like, United are going to potentially go on the up, but I'm still not convinced because of, I would say, the egos in the team and can they play well as a team and as a unit. Whereas I look at Arsenal, I think you play better as a unit, even though individuals aren't as good.
The thing is though, I think egos are in football, you need an ego.
No, I'm not saying you don't need an ego. But I'm saying when there's too many huge egos, I think there's a clash.
I think that's where Arsenal's going to fail though. We don't have someone that goes, "Bun you, Arteta, I'm shooting from 30 yards." I like people that take charge of the situation.
Yeah,
on the
you
pitch.
need a balance, for sure.
And I just look at that game and I'm just like, you look like you all listen to Arteta, everything he says. And if you don't listen to him, you're just kind of frustrated whilst you're playing because we still don't attack.
They're young.
Good for me. No, but I'm talking about the way we attack. It's still,
What?
I don't know.
You need a bit of ruthlessness.
It's not, no, because we need to make the opportunities. I don't think we create enough opportunities for me. We don't look like a side when we go forward and like we're going to make opportunities.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, "Oh, you're not playing well against Liverpool for the first half an hour." I'm like, yeah, we did, but what did we do? So I'm still like, well done. I understand where we were. I understand the process. I know it takes a little bit of time. I can appreciate all of that. But I'm still saying, like, I watch other teams, like Brighton, who create multiple opportunities. And I'm just saying, I just want to see a team, when we go forward, just create a couple more opportunities. But the young players at the club, I love them.
A quick note about Liverpool winning 4-0. Azel says, for all the money in the Prem, Liverpool is toying with the league. Easy win. Jota, absolute incredible signing.
Thiago. Oh,
That goal Thiago to the Champions League.
But it doesn't, do you see? He is, the Champions, the slicer. Slicer.
Through the players' legs.
Thiago is so
Nah,
good.
Liverpool are
Thiago buoyed Arsenal, you know.
cold.
He buoyed Arsenal.
Liverpool are cold. Klopp, man, where'd you go? The manager, man. It's when you got the right man there that can bring in the players. Because Hotta, I was gonna say at Wolves, obviously a good player.
Oh, we liked Hotta here.
Well, we did.
We did.
But when you go to a team like Liverpool, how much more limelight is on you and how much more you can see the quality now. Where you're like, right, you're zooming in, you're like, I can see the quality even more now. With all those players around him in that environment, Hotta at times is world class.
Proper class,
Proper class, like world class type player.
So how is he Hotta, but it's with a J? Because I don't, like, when it's hot in this country, you don't spell hot with a J here.
Jota. I'm guessing in Portugal the Hay is a J.
It's Jota outside.
It's like my surname, Vujanic. The J's a year.
The J's a year?
Yeah, Vujanic.
Vujanic. Ah.
A couple other results, Man City 2, West Ham 1. There is a photo that someone sent to me,
Oh, for Christ's sake.
and you let me know what you notice on this photo. Just let me know. I saw it straight away.
Don't chat to me. Man sent it to me this morning, you know, whilst I was in bed.
But for real. Paul, looking at the Madonna photo. Under
not
the
checked.
bed. What was Madonna looking for?
Listen, Madonna's the same
Nah,
person.
you see this world, yeah?
Crazy, bro.
Celebrities is like the biggest, I think one of the biggest lies that we've been indoctrinated to look at. Because some things just don't deserve attention.
Like Madonna telling the little black kid that she adopted to dance. That is comedy gold. That is
Like,
comedy
there is
gold.
some wild, like, the energy's off, bro. Why was Madonna looking for a charger under the bed? Did you see it? The BBL, like, she's got a BBL clearly as well.
Of course.
And don't get me wrong, obviously like a legend in the game and stuff. But you know, that comes to a time when you're like, maybe I'd just relax.
People, remember why you love these individuals. If I love Madonna because she's a great singer,
Like a little
I can't take now relationship advice from her. Like, she's a great singer.
Banger. Banger. But
Madonna
yeah, man.
lost the
But I don't
plot.
know. The reason obviously I brought that up is you've seen the photo that I've just shared. You know, fair enough, man. Someone's been doing their squats.
Other results in and around Europe
gotten
that
bigger,
I found
man.
very
It's gotten
interesting, because I saw you're going to talk about something else at the end. AC Milan, the team that I thought, oh, they could win the league, losing 3-1 at home to Sassuolo, a game I actually watched. My
Mad.
lord, bro.
Is it?
There's some 22-year-old striker up front for Sassuolo, 6'3", I can't remember his name. Done his shot from like 30 yards.
Top bins.
My G, top bins, and not only is it top bins, there was nothing. I want to show you later. There was nothing the keeper could have done about the first goal. Like absolutely nothing. But they got piped 3-1 quickly.
Vlahovic scored again as well.
And Vlahovic scored again for Fiorentina.
Yeah.
Oh, market value going up. Messi,
Top scorer at the moment. Yeah, 3 assists.
but did you watch him?
I didn't watch him.
Oh, do you know what it was? I kind of when I watched the Champions League game against Manchester City, where he was just going crazy sometimes.
Weaves in and out.
Bro, I said he might be back.
After, I'll say end it on this, but the Libertadores final, big up Palmeiras beating Flamengo 2-1.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing I've seen in football.
What happened?
So I want to show you, look, 2 images. The referee pats him on the back. He didn't realise it was the referee. So the referee did that. He didn't realise.
Yeah.
He dives. You look at him. Literally, the referee patted him on the back.
And
He
he
thought that
dived.
he patted him. And he's gone down like a ton of bricks. Like on the floor, like, ah.
Only to find out it wasn't the-
Yeah, it was the ref. Horrible.
Oh, that stinks.
That is horrible.
That stinks.
Because he didn't he was even facing him, but he didn't realise that it was the ref, not the player, that hit him on the back.
Oh, that stinks.
Absolutely horrible. And I think I finally also, poet, just to end, someone sent me this in my DMs. I finally found out who I am in this
I
world.
know, I saw.
The Flaneur. Look at him. How can I get you that? I can the definition because I used to do this back in the day, even with like early filthy and stuff.
Yeah.
I used to just walk around, like, we used to do it as well.
We always used to.
But even to this day, I still kind of do it. And I used
From
to always
Farringdon?
like walk, Farringdon to Central. And then just after, I'd like walk by myself. And I just like, I'd have no plan. I'd walk around the city and I'd bump into like 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
And I'd always bump into sick people. And like, we'd have like
Yeah.
combos and something would come off the walk. And I found out that in France, they used to have these guys called the Flaneurs. And apparently there were people who would idly stroll around the city just to observe society, and deliberately being aimless. That was their thing. That they were known as the Flaneurs. So a man would just bop around, just watch things, convos. But then there'll be artists sometimes, or they'll write. But they're more like the observers, and they'll look at society and what's going on. I just thought that was really interesting.
He was observing it.
Wow, big up the fire. I finally found my meaning, bro. I'm a flaneur, G. People ask me, what do you do? I'll be like, I'm a flaneur, bro. A le flaneur. Yeah, because the other day I did that, bro. But my man there, see another guy, hey, a long time. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, just walking. Where did you walk from? I came from Euston still. Oh, but you're in Oxford Street now. It's quite a far. Yeah, man, just, walking around. Anyway, big up strip clubs as well, man.
Oh yeah, Flaneurs are there as well.
The Flaneurs are in the strip clubs too. I love strippers, man, honestly.
They're very honest people.
I really love strippers.
Shout out everyone that went to the WizKid show. Shout out my brother that sent me the link so I could watch the whole thing. Shout out Chris Brown for coming out. Shout out Chris Brown for just playing basketball in Tottenham. Shout out anyone. He had a great show at O2.
My hands are cold.
Shout out Alhan. Yeah, and Phil Fella live show on Wednesday. I can't wait.
And also, there's tickets left. Is there tickets?
There's tickets on the show on the 8th.
On the
Please
8th
do
too.
get tickets. There's not many tickets left.
But
I'm too cold. Goodbye.
Have a nice
like,
guys.
share, subscribe.
God
make sure you
bless.
watch all the content. We've got the Matic and Baye interview coming up soon.
And where do we go again? Blackpool.
Oh.
Coming soon. EFL Explorers.